Hiking the peaks of the Balkans, Albania, Kosovo and Montenegro, September 25. This video looks at all the accommodation we stayed in and any prices quoted are for 2 people. For our first and last night in Albania, we stayed at the Flodisa guesthouse in Tef. Room included a big breakfast buffet and was €55 for the night. Each of the guest houses we stayed in I've rated on comfort and cleanliness, amenities, food, value, location and overall score. These will be displayed on the screen as we go through. The Flodisa is in a great central location in Tef. It has an on-site restaurant and the breakfast buffet had a good selection. Unfortunately, it was let down by flies and wasps all over the food. We had a private bathroom, hot shower, it was clean and free Wi-Fi. Our next stop was the Bushtina Izay Salaj in Valbonne. The room included breakfast of traditional pancakes and was €45 for the night. The guest house had an on-site restaurant which you could order food from the menu. Free Wi-Fi, hot shower, clean bed sheets and a towel was provided. Chicken, vegetables, fried rice and a couple of beers cost €35. Next we stayed at the Vita guest house in Serem. The guest house was run by a wonderfully hospitable old lady. The communal dinner at 7 p.m. was one of the best meals we had on the entire trek, featuring lentil soup, chicken with rice and bell peppers and a cake for dessert. Breakfast at 7 a.m. was equally delicious with rice pudding and fried eggs. The cost of the stay, breakfast and dinner with drinks was €100. Clean bed sheets were provided along with a towel, the bathroom was shared, but the shower was hot and it was free Wi-Fi. This is highly recommended place to stay. Our next stop was the Bilbilvat Nikaj in Dobodol. This place really is primitive. The wooden hut has no heat and no electricity, but there is a central area to charge devices and access Wi-Fi. Blankets are provided for warmth, but they're not washed between guests. It does get very chilly. The toilets and showers are communal, but no towels are provided. There is a dinner served at 7 p.m, which was vegetable soup starter, bell peppers served with fried rice, accompanied with bread and salad. It really was a nice evening sitting around a campfire. With very little light pollution and a clear sky, it made for excellent stargazing. Breakfast was served at 8 a.m, which was grain, marmalade, boiled eggs and pancakes. There was also an opportunity to grab lunch, which was boiled egg and pie. The cost was €80, including drinks. Next was the Kula guest house in Milishev. Kula guest house stands out as one of the best places we stayed. It was spotlessly clean and a very welcome rest stop, especially with its rare washing facilities. There was free Wi-Fi, clean bed sheets, a shared bathroom and towels were provided. Communal dinner was served at 7 p.m. Potato and carrot soup, chicken soup, rice with lamb stuffed bell peppers and traditional pie, sides of bread and salad. It was delicious and plenty to go round. Breakfast was spaghetti soup, fried egg, bread and salad. We got to take a packed lunch with us, which was meat and cheese sandwich. First time we had had butter. It cost us around €60. Our next accommodation was Villa Pax in Riki e Alages. This was the first time we decided not to stay in a guest house. It's a 3-bedroom property with the essential amenities. The villa is well signposted when you get near. There is a restaurant nearby called Hajla. At the restaurant, we had an incredible dinner of beef ribs for €34. The portions were so generous, we had leftovers for lunch the next day. the waiter kindly gave us tin foil and some bags to wrap the leftover food in. Alternate accommodation is available at Hostel Panorama. Our next stop was another private villa in Lequinat, called Villa Lidinat. Cost was €85. This place requires a small detour from the trail, but worth it. The balcony provided stunning views over Kushiti. We were very grateful for the washing machine and log burner to dry our clothes. The food in the Te Ligeni restaurant was delicious and good value for money. Dinner for two was €25. I'd recommend the chicken risotto. Alternate accommodation is available at Guriich. This is Gago's wooden house in Babino Polji. Cost was €77 for dinner, bed and breakfast. We got a clean room, bathroom was shared and they provided towels. Communal breakfast was omelette and served at 7 a.m. Dinner was served at 6:30 p.m, which was chicken and potatoes. The major downside was that the walls were very thin and the building was incredibly creaky. Our next stop was room P&L in Plav. This was our room under the purple arrow. Rooms P&L in Plav is a basic self-catering apartment for €40. It's a little tricky to find and a bit more off the main trail, but it's a great cheap crash pad for the night, especially with its nice location near Lake Plav. Next we stayed in Alpet in Vusanji. This is a clean private log cabin in a garden costing €52. We can't comment on the meals as we were unwell, but the host was very understanding and accommodating. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to Leanne's Travels and make sure you check out my other videos on our hike, Peaks of the Balkans.